Before we start this video, please take a moment to like,
Toasty!
share this video, and also hit that subscription button. Very important. It moves us up in the algorithm. Also, be sure, leave a comment. Tell us what you think of the video as well. And finally, be sure to check out our merch shop at shopq2cast.com. This particular month, we have our back to school special going on. There is a additional 15% off your purchase. Promo code notebook. So do check it out at shopq2cast.com. Let's get on with the video. For quite some time now, we've been seeing so many changes going on at broadcast television, cable TV, even streaming. There's been so much that's been going on, so many changes. Some people like them, some people dislike them. I mean, we got price hikes coming up from Disney. Of course, if you have Hulu, there will be a price increase very soon. We expect the other streaming services to follow suit with that. I mean, this is the best time, and I keep saying this, there's free streaming out there. There's some great free streaming out there. Companies like Pluto TV, Tubi TV that offer you a great selection of movies, TV shows, specials, comedies, information, the documentaries, and the times are changing to the situation. But the thing about it is, people talk about the death of broadcast television and that what's going on, but there is a reshuffle going on. And I said this before, and I gave you a list of companies, actually channels that are going to get cut. One of them happens to be the Boomerang channel. The Boomerang channel has been around for a long time. It's part of the Cartoon Network, part of the Warner family on there. And it's a good channel on there. But, the way they've managed that channel, before, and this is before Zaslav took over. Remember, a lot of people blame Zaslav for a lot of the problems and reason why all these cuts are happening. Remember, he walked into a fire sale. And, the only way to salvage this company is to cut a lot of fat. And, unfortunately, it's going to result in some of the fan favorite stuff getting cut or getting put away, not be able to get used. I mean, eventually down the line, probably those things will return eventually in one shape or form. But what do you do with your broadcast channels? I mean, because you have Boomerang, you have Cartoon Network, you have True TV, TNT, TBS. You have all these channels that Warner owns. What do you do with them as far as that? Well, in certain cases, like, for example, True TV, which was like more of a reality channel, is being flipped over to be a sports channel. So you're getting a redevelopment of the channel itself with new programming, hopefully to attract more sponsors and maybe a larger audience. But on the other hand, with Boomerang, you're seeing a shutdown coming. And also, you're going to probably see the channel change in some way.
If the Hayes office would only let me, I'd give him the Boyd, all right.
One way or another. But what's going on now, if you happen to be a Boomerang fan and you have the app, you'll notice that a message has come up on the board because toward the end of September, the Boomerang app is going bye-bye. It's going the way of the dinosaur. Yeah, that's right, folks. The Boomerang app online is going away. Now, what does that mean for the channel itself? It could fall under several categories. One of them is that the whole channel completely gets shut down. Another is that the channel might get sold and then rebranded. The third that you might want to pick, and this is the most likely of the three, is that Warner and Zaslav will rebrand this channel. An animation channel? I don't think so. Now that we have MeTV Tunes, which is free out there, and then, like I said, the free stuff is what people are looking for. I mean, you can't watch this on cable yet. There are some smaller cable outlets that are starting to carry MeTV, but companies like Fios, Comcast, AT&T, they have not signed on to this. But in most territories, and it's continuing to expand, you're able to get MeTV tunes over the airwaves, and using a regular antenna. Or there's a couple of apps out there like Friendly and a couple others that have MeTV tunes available on their site for a modest fee, not too big of a fee. I think Friendly's about $7. Is it $7 a month? I think it is on there. We'll have the editor put that up on there for you. But reading off of what what's been going on with Warner, and we'll read this a little bit off of Animation magazine, is that Warner Brothers has announced today that the standalone video streaming app and the website for Boomerang service, which is dedicated to cartoon classic brands, will shut down September 30th of this year. Boomerang content will be added to the Max platform. That's right. All your favorite shows that are on Boomerang will be transferred to Max as the company moves to consolidate its streaming services. And that's what they're doing. They are consolidating to do this. And the other half is that, okay, yeah, we do pay for, some of us do pay for that app. And, I think, what is it, $5? Well, right now at the moment, it will transfer over to Max. Supposedly your access to Boomerang, there won't be any change in price for now. The way it probably end up, it'll be bundled in together. You'll pay a couple of bucks more and you get full access to Max. Similar to what Disney does with Hulu and ESPN. But, there are a lot of good shows on there. But, it's to the point that, we have too many apps out there when you have streaming services or cable channels or even stuff that's over the air, broadcast channels that you don't really have to pay for, and you get the content that you want. I mean, you go to MeTV Tunes right now. There's some great cartoons on there, and they still continue expanding. I know they're adding the entire Super Friends roster from season 1 straight on to the last season, which was it Challenge of the Super Friends the last season? I'm trying to remember that. But you're going to get all the original series, the mid series, and the last series. The Dark Side stuff. All those great adventures and all those including all those superheroes that you don't really get gets to see that much. Apache Chief and Firestar? Is there a Firestorm there, which you've seen on the Flash series itself, but it's a little different on the Super Friends animated series. But there's a lot more. There's a lot more. The El Dorado. That's the one I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember El Dorado on there for some reason. But and there's a lot of other heroes in the Super Friends. But also there are other cartoons coming. Some people are saying that will they be some of them be uncensored? I think that's going to happen with MeTV. That they're going to show. They'll probably put a warning up to the situation, but they'll probably do something similar to the classic when they used to run classic tunes on Cartoon Network back in the early days, and Boomerang, when they used to have like a overnight hour. Similar. What Turner Classics does. They do silent films overnight on, I think it's Sunday night itself. And of course, they have all the marionette animation very early in the morning on there. People say, well, that's not cartoons. Well, it's a fine line, but I tell you this, it's still great for kids. So tell me in the comments below your thoughts about this. What do you think? You think Boomerang, the channel itself, is going to be rebranded? What are your thoughts on the app being shut down? I mean, this is just literally an RIP for the Boomerang network itself. But, changes are coming. And, whether you agree or disagree, you have to remember, Warner was literally in flames before Zaslav took over. Remember that. People, like I said, people blaming Zaslav for this. But it's not. This goes back to AT&T. It even goes back to my public access days, because during my public access days, the latter half of it, the company, we used to have Manhattan Cable TV. Manhattan Cable TV here in New York was run by Time Warner. Okay, and this is prior to the AT&T takeover. And it was a mess then. Okay, Warner was a mess a long time ago, and it continues to be a mess. Now it's being cleaned up, and you got somebody at the helm that knows what they're doing. So remember, comment, like, share this video, and hopefully today's the day I earn your subscription. Thank you for the support. Be sure to check out all of our videos here on Man with the Show on Q2Cast TV. Until next time, bye-bye now.
Thanks for watching, commenting, and sharing this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe as this helps the reach of this channel. Finally, as a content viewer, you have the ability to help support this channel as new internet laws around the world will diminish our reach and affect our sponsors. If you choose to help, there are two ways listed in the description below. The first link will lead you to a pay site where you can make a monetary donation. The second will lead you to our gear shop where you can buy shirts, mugs, and other gear. Discounts will be listed on the site. Once again, thank you for watching and your support.